It is the greatest honor for us, the Malaysian Culture Society of Warumi, to organize a simple but meaningful event today, to remember a tragedy that took place approximately 8,000 kilometers away from Kuala Lumpur, which is in Christchurch, New Zealand. On this day, the 15th of March, a year ago, 51 innocent people had been shot to death, while more than 49 suffered from injuries that brought a wave of shock to the whole world. Of those that were killed, one from Malaysia, Brother Haziq, and 3 others endured serious injuries from the shooting. Let us all perhaps give the saying of Al-Fatiha for all those victims that actually are dead during the event. Al-Fatiha. Thank you. We were appalled by the extent of such hate crime incident. How could a human being lose his rationale due to hatred that stemmed from prejudices based on race and religion? What has happened to tolerance, love for a fellow human being, the compassion that binds us not only from the physical aspect of our existence, but emotionally and spiritually as well? We have witnessed on this very day last year the catastrophe of hatred, lies, ill-informed member of community, bigotry, supremacism that conjugates one to become an extremist. What is the real reason for such extremism to conceive? Maulana Arumi once said, "What is planted in each person's soul will sprout. Those who sow the seed of hatred will indeed harvest the extremism. For those who plant the seed of love in their heart, then only we shall witness the tree of humanity to grow and flourish to become a garden of virtue and wisdom." Our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, what we have learned from this event, this is exactly the question that we challenge our Rumi team to ponder when we organized the silent session with Mr. Rahimi in November last year. We were so inspired by Mr. Rahimi's patience, sheer courage and determination to move on with his life. His exact words to all of us: "I am not the wrong person at the wrong place and the wrong time. I am the right person at the right place at the right time as Allah's will." He sees his destiny as a gift of love from Allah, who has the attributes of being the most gracious and the most merciful. Mr. Rahimi is so compassionate to the extent that he has already forgiven and forgotten the act and the perpetrator himself. In our meeting with Mr. Rahmanji, who is the coordinator for the Christchurch City Council to manage the welfare of the victims, Mr. Mafranji attested Mr. Rahimi's strong determination and positiveness on what happened to him. In Mr. Rahmanji's own word, it must have been due to his faith and religion. This is the narrative that we as a team of Sukarelawan Cinta, we call it, or volunteer of love, feel that the world need to know. The counter-narrative to Islamophobia, inequality of treatment, discrimination in any form for the Muslim and non-Muslim communities throughout the world. We have to showcase how the victims of Islamophobia is no different than the rest of other communities. It is suffering beyond the description of words. Nevertheless, the victims, like Mr. Rahimi, have shown so much compassion, even in such an atrocity. Maulana Arumi once said, "Love is a bridge between you and everything." This is exactly the bridge that we would like to build and share with the entire human beings in this world. Hate will only burn all the humanity bridges. Only love connects us, the bridge to God and the bridge to humanity. Love is the bridge that the Prophet Mohamad ﷺ himself has taught all his followers. Rasulullah ﷺ himself is a gigantic figure that promotes and propagates love for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to take this opportunity to thank the government of New Zealand and the people of New Zealand, especially the Honourable Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern. Unfortunately, the ambassador of New Zealand last minute could not come and join us today. And then we also said that the ambassador of Turkey, also Dr. Mary Safa, also will not be able to come because of the urgent matters back in Istanbul. But alhamdulillah, at least we have Madam Begum over here, alhamdulillah. The government of New Zealand has provided all the support and assistance to all victims during the losses and hard time the families has to endure. Not to forget the hardworking and diligent works of Mr. Rahmanji and his team in providing real and direct support and assistance to all victims. The Turkish Embassy of Malaysia, particularly the Ambassador, Her Excellency Dr. Mary Safa Kavashi, and of course Ms. Begum Social, who have relentlessly supported our mission in spreading love via Rumi's work. Our thanks also to Dewan Bahasa Pustaka, our partners such as AGRA and Gabungan Pelajar-Pelajar Melayu Semenanjung, and our generous sponsors, and all our Rumi family who has come forward to help our association to spread love to all. We truly hope that our small effort to change the inverted narrative towards Islam will create a positive wave that resonates well to all level societies until there is no longer hatred but only love. With that, I thank you all for your support, inshallah. Hopefully that the small event that we are doing here today will be blessed by Allah, inshallah. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.